Hi everyone and welcome back to a new lesson. This is lesson 11 and we get to talk about some dribbling, shooting, rebounding. So let's keep on watching and get going. This week's rule of the game, we are going to talk about illegal hands and what that looks like. So for example, if I'm playing defense on you, you have the ball, you're dribbling, what an illegal hands would look like is if I'm slapping your hand, or if I'm tugging on your hand, or I'm tugging on your uniform for you to lose control of the ball. That would be that's something that I would either get called a foul or I would get talked to. So that's some things we want to stay away from. Now I can if you are dribbling the ball, I can reach and try and get the ball as long as I get just the ball and I don't slap your hand or get your leg or hit you in any way. If I were to get just the ball, then that would be okay. So, two things: no slapping or tugging on your hands, and I would not tug on your uniform.
This drill is called the toss back or wall passing on the move. So in this drill, if you have a partner, this is where it's called a toss back. If you don't have a partner, you're working alone, you'll use a wall. So I'll demonstrate this with a partner. With this one, I'll be moving, so I'll start, and I'll be working between the part of the free throw, so pretty much from this blue line, shuffle in, I get to this blue line, back. I'm just pretty much cleaning back and forth between both lines. And so, key here is I don't want to cross my feet. I want to stay with my knees bent in a nice flag position. And my hands are ready to catch and pass the ball. So this will be chest passes. So I'm moving, pass, 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 pass. So I want to make sure that my fingers and hands are ready for the ball, and I'm keeping an eye when the ball comes in, securely catching the ball, and keeping my eye on my target when I have the ball in my hands to give an accurate chest pass. So here I'll demonstrate. Is shooting while using a chair. So pretty much chair shooting. So this drill helps with enforcing the form of raising it up and releasing with one hand. Oftentimes, especially with younger kids, they develop a habit to generate more power of like throwing the ball. Pretty much like this. But so to help break that habit, this really gets you, since you don't have your legs and whole body to generate the power, it forces you to really have that power. So your right hand, your dominant hand is underneath the ball, you have your grip, and your alignment has to be on par. So like your elbow is tucked close to your body, not leaning out when you're raising it, and you're holding your ball. So this works on all of that. First, we want to start with 3 different stages: a short distance, a medium distance, and a longer distance. Try and get 5 shots, 5 makes in each spot before progressing to the next distance. Push up. Oh, you're doing different distance. Here we're going to talk about the spin dribble, or the reverse dribble. So, not the reverse dribble. Here we'll be talking about the spin dribble. So with this one, if I were facing, the objective of this dribble is you want to use this to change direction when the defense is really shifting toward, like, you're really committed toward the side that you're facing. So if I were facing this side, I'm protecting it like this, and they're heavily committing toward pressuring me on this side, I would want to get to this side away from the pressure. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on this side. So I'll be here. I'll demonstrate it. So here. So what that looks like is you're dribbling, hands out to protect. You'll drop your front foot and move the ball over to this side and get it with your left hand. And this gives you an open lane to create and move toward the opposite direction that you were facing originally. So if the ball were to start my left hand, it would look like this. So that's a quick little change of direction that can help you get out of a situation where you're facing heavy traffic congestion in this area to get you over to this side. Here. So here I'll demonstrate with the hoop.
This week's dribbling, we are going to talk about a backboard rebound. Now, what that looks like is very self-explanatory. So, let's say the ball was shot and it would hit right about here. The backboard came back to me. I got that rebound. That would be a backboard rebound. So, it would hit anywhere back here for it to be the backboard rebound. And sometimes I even might want to hit it to bounce back to myself to then get a better angle or a better shot.
How to get open on the perimeter. See, while it's necessary to have the skills and the offensive moves, but if you can't receive a pass, then your skills aren't going to impact the game if you can't receive the ball. So with basketball, it really is important that you just get even just an extra yard of separation. That 1 yard of separation can make the biggest difference between you being open and receiving a pass to not receiving a pass a whole quarter or even a whole half. So with this, you want to make sure that if a defender is really tight on you and denying you a passing lane, then you want to keep him honest by cutting backdoor. If he's giving you a little more space, then you might want to find different angles, different changes of direction, change your speed. All those things can help in play to help get you open to receive a pass. So that's, to recap, that's finding an open passing lane, changing direction and changing your speed, giving a different angle for the passer to have a passing lane to give to you, or if the defender is really tight on you, you cut back the floor to keep him honest. Because by him being tight on you, him or her being tight on you, and you cut back door, he's sacrificing giving up backdoor. Offensive plays, 2 to 3 person plays, and this one is called the flash and backdoor cut. So this play involves three players in which, so here we have the setup. We have the ball handler, we have a perimeter player, and a player inside the paint. And each three are occupied with defenders. So the ball handler has this nearest defender, the opposite perimeter player has a defender playing very tight, and the player inside the paint has this defender. So we move on to this play, or to this picture, and this player inside the paint is flashing to receive the ball. So the ball handler throws the ball overhead into the 4 or 5, which is in this case the power forward or the center. And here we have the overplayed perimeter player. So as you can see, the defender is very tight, and with a defender being very tight, they're susceptible to the backdoor cut. So the ball's going to get played into the center. Here, the perimeter player will step out high, forcing the defender to follow, and then which opens space behind the defender for the backdoor cut. The center will play the bounce pass into space for the player to receive the ball and have an opportunity to score. So there's the flash and backdoor cut involving 3 players.
For this week's defensive tip, it is how we would turn our defender or our opponent, and how we would make our opponent reverse. So what does that look like? Let's say you are playing defense on me. I have the ball, and if you were able to turn me around to where I give you my back, that is you turning me. So what that would look like is, if you have the ball, I'm playing defense on you, I would be up close to you, or I would be pushing you to your non-dominant hand. So for me, you would be pushing me towards my left side, so that I would have to dribble with my left, not feel comfortable enough to where I would turn my back to protect the ball. And then that puts me in a disadvantage, because once I turn my back, I can't see my teammates, and it's easier for you to be able to reach and get just the ball. So that's what it would look like. Once you push me and put me in an uncomfortable situation where I have to turn and physically give you my back, that would be you turning me. And that is what we can use on our opponent.
Basketball related fitness. So this drill is called the wave drill. With the wave drill, how it works is you have a partner and the person that's performing the drill, in which the partner is going to give commands. So the first variation is the partner will yell defense, and you'll get into the defensive stance. The partner will yell defense, and the person performing the drill will get into the defensive stance, and the partner will point toward a direction. Whatever direction the partner points, you'll slide. You can slide to right or left, slide right. Partner puts left, slide left. And the partner can also, aside from moving side to side laterally, the partner can point forward in which you'd attack with your retreat and slide, or diagonal back, which you retreat like that. So your retreat steps and your attack steps vary based off of if the partner would point that, like this. So you have a total of 6 different commands. So that's side, step to the right, side, step to the left, attack toward the direction of diagonal, attack direction diagonal in the opposite direction, retreat, retreat. Another variation that you have is the partner can yell rebound, in which you would jump off 2 feet with the hands in the air as if performing a rebound. The partner could also command fast break, in which you would sprint forward, and the partner could also command loose ball, in which you reach toward the floor as if picking up a loose ball. So you can mix in this drill requires 2 people, and you can mix in the different commands just to give different looks and really work on your fitness and your footwork.
Now for this week's mental aspect, we are going to talk a little bit about ways we can challenge ourselves. Now, if I know I'm a super good dribbler and I dribble very well just with my right hand, I would challenge myself by trying my right hand. Or if I know I'm super good 3-point shooter, I would challenge myself by taking a little closer shots or a little further. If I wanted to improve my left-handed layups, I would start close to the basket, just use my left hand. I would get the motion down. Maybe I would scoot back, shoot with my left, and then I would add the running, the approach, and the shot. And it's hard to do something that you're not good at, but remember, the more practice we get, the better we become at whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. So just remember to keep pushing, and it's okay to not feel comfortable because that's why we're practicing it, to improve it later and be able to use it in a game.